try to film this video real quick because I'm on a time crunch, but I still want to kind of get a couple videos in with this look because girl, she is tea. What's up guys, welcome in and welcome back to my channel. If you guys are completely new, hello, I'm sincerely Niko. In today's video, we're going to be talking about bronzers. Bronzers. And the collection that I have created over the period of time, some were sent via PR, some was purchased, some hit, some are missed. And we're going to talk about bronzers for a deeper, darker complexion. It needs to be said, there are some brands that need to definitely hear this and see this video and understand that this video was created just so that you guys can get the idea that yeah, we like to bronze, we like to look sculpted, we like to look radiant, all that and then some, but then yet you exclude us out because you don't want to make deeper colors. But then there are some brands that hit the mark. So in this video I'm going to be swatching, talking about my bronzer collection. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 bronzers that I want to talk to you guys about. Some of them are hit, some of them are missed, some of them give me the illusion that I need at the period of time, and then she goes out the way for a short-lived second and she gets back in rotation. So with that being said, we're going to do this video talking about bronzers, all about bronzers. I got this idea from Andrea Renee. If you guys don't know who Andrea Renee is, she is a beauty channel that also does vlogs and lifestyles and all that other good stuff, and she does try-ons and etc. So I definitely got this idea from her channel, so shout out to you for inspiring me to create this video. But I also wanted to show off my bronzer collection, some of the bronzers that I definitely do love, and some of the bronzers that you guys definitely need to get your hands on if you can. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and jump into this video. But before we do so, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and join me here on YouTube. Be a part of the EXO squad where we get lit on this side of YouTube. And yeah, let's jump right on into this video.
You used to call me on mine. You used to. Yeah.
So I do have a couple of high-end bronzers. I have a few drugstore bronzers. Then I have some mid-range bronzers as well too, so that you guys can kind of get an idea of the spectrum that I have created for my collection. I will let you guys know if I'm going to keep the bronzer or I'm going to get rid of the bronzer. If there are some bronzer situations going on, I ain't gonna blindside y'all, but there are some bronzers here I am getting rid of after this video because it's just no need for me to hold on to them. It's kind of like I decluttered a little bit. And again, like I said, I got this video idea from Andrea Renee to declutter, but at the same time I do want to talk about the stuff that I have accumulated, my thoughts on them, if you guys should get them or not, etc, so forth of that nature. And let's rekindle this. So the first bronzer I want to talk about is the bronzer that's been holding me down for the longest, and that is from Fenty Beauty. I want to go ahead and get this out the way. Fenty definitely giving the girls a little bronze moment, giving the girls a little bit of glow moment, giving the girls a little bit of sculpting. And if you guys haven't had a chance to get your hands on either the cream version or the powder version, I definitely strongly recommend getting your hands on either or either formula. I know some people are very much indifferent about the cream, but I definitely do love the cream, especially when I'm doing something super duper like a tinted moisturizer or the Ease Drop for instance, and I can take this and kind of mousse it into the foundation or apply it underneath, and it gives me that sculpting moment without that super duper effortless situation. I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a swatch. I have it in the shade Toffee Tease, which is, I think, is the second to last darkest shade, or is the last darkest shade. But like I said, I like to use it to sculpt. It's not quite much of a bronzer for me or my complexion, but it definitely sculpts the face. It gives the face the chiselness that I like. You guys know I need her to be seen. I need these cheekbones to be popping, and it gives popping. The next one from the powder ones, I do have them in 2 shades. I have Mocha Mami, which is the OG bronzer when they launched the Sunstock bronzers. We'll go ahead and swatch her. And then I also have Thick Mint as well too, which is the new shade to the family collection. I have been using this bad boy so heavily. Like, Thick Mint gives depth that Mocha Mami couldn't give when she launched. And that's on period. That's on Periate. That's on Perrier. That's it. My personal honest opinion, I feel that these particular bronzers are very much beginner friendly. So if you guys are into starting makeup regimens or makeup routine and you're looking for a bronzer, she is very much high end. She's not cheap. She's in the $30 range. But at the same time, she is very blendable. She gives color, she gives warmth where you need it. So you don't have to feel afraid to dive into the bronzers from Fenty, specifically the powder bronzers, the Sunstalker powder bronzers. You don't have to feel afraid to actually purchase it and try it. It doesn't give that much, how can I say, it's not too overwhelming. It gives color, it gives warmth, it gives what it needs to give, it does what it needs to be done, it gives what it needs to be given, but it's not too overwhelming to get into. So if you're looking to start out with a bronzer that's high end and you're not afraid of the price point, but you're still kind of afraid of how it will look on the skin, the Sunstalker bronzers will be perfect to start out for beginners. Another bronzer that is also my favorite as well too, that you can also pick up from Sephora, is the Sephora bronzer. She is highly slept on, but she is everything. I have it in the shade called Ibiza, or number 6, and she is neutral, but at the same time she gives depth, she gives warmth, she gives sculpting. So if you're looking for a bronzer that is 18 bucks, she gives range, she's that girl. Miss Ibiza from Sephora collection is that girl. The next bronzer I want to talk about is an OG bronzer. Now, if you had your chance of trying out the Queen collection bronzer from CoverGirl back when Queen Latifah and her makeup artist was collaborating with CoverGirl, then you try a bronzer that has changed the game for women of color, or people of color in general, that was looking for a drugstore bronzer. But nevertheless, that bronzer has definitely lived on within the new brand, and that is from CoverGirl Full Spectrum. So it just kind of changed over from the old name to the new one, and they also extended the shade ranges as well too. So there, I have the one in FS 120, which is the ebony one, but there is an FS 110 and an FS 130 from what I'm hearing. So this is just the middle color of the bronzer, but at the same time it gives that Queen collection bronze. As you guys can see here, it gives that warmth to the skin. I don't think you guys understand that this is a really good bronzer for drugstore purposes. If you can get your hands on the Full Spectrum Sculpting Expert bronzers, please do so. I'm definitely holding on to this one because it's so hard to find the Queen collection bronzers from CoverGirl, and Amazon be taxing it. So if you're still interested in getting that and experiencing something like that from a drugstore brand that is created for women of color, the Full Spectrum is a brand that was created for women of color with CoverGirl, and they have some good, amazing products. The next few bronzers I want to kind of do like a quick speed through, but I do want to give them a mention in this because it wouldn't be right if I didn't do so, and that is from the Lip Bar. I actually have 4 of the 6 bronzing palettes from the Lip Bar. I have the stunning face palette. I have Boss Move, which is going to be for the very much yellow undertone lighter girls, and then I also have Squad Goals and Vogue. These are some really good face palettes. Depending on your shade tone, you can use one shade here for a face or bronze, and the other one for contour, blush, and highlight. So I think this is a really good speed through bronzing, highlight, contour, blush palette that you can get your hands on. That's all-in-one from a black-owned brand. So again, shout out to Lip Bar for their minute finish face palettes. Like I said, I have 4 of them here. I do want to give them an honorable mention within this video. So if you guys are interested in trying those out, definitely do so, because again, black owned, there's some great products, and it's a quick palette that you get a 4-in-1 situation to be able to complete your face. While we're on the roll talking about black owned brands, I have 2 black owned brands that I definitely want to talk about, and the first one is affiliate of. So if you guys are interested in picking up these bronzers, you can use my code, which is X0Niko. At checkout, you will save 10% off your purchase, and that is from Minted Cosmetics. I have their Minted Cosmetics bronzers, and these were a hot commodity to get your hands on a couple of months ago. They came out in 4 shades. I have all 4 shades here with me. I have Beach Bum, which is a yellow powder for your light complexion. Your medium complexion has the shade Vacay. Your deep complexion has the shade Yacht Life, which is my favorite bronzer. And then of course, Out of Office is the deeper dark complexion, and I use this for more of a sculpting contour color. So I'm gonna go ahead and give a swatch to Yacht Life, because you guys gotta see it. There is a little bit of shimmer in the palette, but I think it's on the surface level for some odd reason. And then I'm also going to swatch Out of Office, because those are the 2 that I used. And here's some swatches of those 2. Yacht Life on top and Out of Office on bottom. Now there could be a middle shade in between these 2. I did voice that in the video when I did a review for them. There could have been a middle shade in between the 2, but at the same time, Yacht Life does what needs to be done, and that is definitely warm up the face. And then of course, this is really deep. So my girls out here who are very much deep looking for a bronzer, there is a bronzer out here for you. Now, like I said, that's one of the black owned brands that I do want to talk about as well too, besides Minted. And so Minted is one of the black owned brands that I want to talk about besides that and Lip Bar. I have one more, and that is Color Ring. Got my hands on the Color Ring bronzers, and I got a brush to go with it. So of course, you know, I can't skip out a deal. I ain't gonna miss out on a deal. So I bought a bronzer and got a brush with it, and then I bought another bronzer just to make sure that I got something to play with, just in case one was too dark. I had another one in case one was too light. I had a darker one. So I got the 2 that was in corresponding next to each other. And I got the Angled Blush bronzing brush, or whatever the case may be you may use this for. It's paired to bronze, but I use these type of brushes to blush. So I got this in conjunction with the bronzer on their website. The 2 shades the 2 shades that I got is Mocha Queen and Coco Goddess. This one's Mocha Queen, this one's Coco Goddess. Baby, when I tell you that these bronzers are deep, these bronzers are deep. These are like sculptors for me. So I'm gonna swatch. Top shade is Mocha Goddess, Mocha Queen, and the bottom shade is Coco Goddess. Like, the range is there. You can't miss it. The range is there. So that is another black owned brand that is out here giving bronze to the girls. And if you are looking to really sculpt the face, definitely check out Color Rings. I have their link down below. Check them out. So the first bronzer that I am giving up, I can't do, and that is the Anastasia bronzer. This is the bronzer in the shade Mahogany, which is their deepest bronzer. She ain't deep. She don't give me what I need. Y'all see this, right? I'm gonna put another layer. Y'all see I'm swatching. She's right there on my finger. And I'm gonna take her right here. I ain't gonna say nothing else about that. Unfortunately, I am retiring that bronzer. It was sent to me via PR. No disrespect or shade to Anastasia or Nervina, but I can't use that bronzer. Unfortunately, I can't use that bronzer. That's the deepest bronzer you guys have, and I just feel that you should have. You have the opportunity to extend your shade range. Now, I understand that business and companies take time to produce and create products and curate products and, you know, the money, the flow of business, etc. of the nature. I get it, but it's a need. Your bronzers are immaculate, and I've used them on clients. I have majority of your bronzers in my collection, and this is in that collection. Of course, I'm not throwing it away. I am putting it back into my freelance kit, but we need darker bronzers. We need it. Enough said. So they also released a new palette as well too. This is the face palette in the shade Tropical Getaway. And this is what she's giving. Now, I have not tried this. I saved this palette for this video so I can get my first reaction on me swatching this bronzer and swatching it on my hands. I'm actually going to put it in the inner part of my wrist. I have it right here on my ring finger. Let me see how that compares up to Mahogany. Index. And I'm swatching Mahogany. I can't bronze with this either. Let's move to drugstore. Let's jump down to drugstore. Got another drugstore bronzer that is tea. The first one, of course, is the Brontour from Morphe in the shade Showmance. Baby, when I tell you she needed to do what needed to be done, she got the job done. And that's just the bronze part. The glow that's in it is also beautiful as well too. I like to mix the two together, just to kind of get like a little whole ethereal, like mystical highlighted moment. I don't have to highlight the face with some shimmer highlight. I will mix the two together. Now the other one I want to talk about is the Glamazon bronzer in the shade Leader. If y'all haven't got your hands on this, this might convince you to go get it. That and the Queen, the full spectrum one, those two bronzers, you need them. You need this. You need this. And there's other shades as well too. I think there's a total of 6 shades or 4 shades, something like that. But this is a part of the extended shade range, and I'm glad that Morphe extended the Glamazon bronzers for deeper complexion. There is one more shade I think is deeper than my bronzer. So that should definitely give you guys the tea that a brand can reach when you extend your bronzers. Another brand that extended their bronzers that I actually do love is from Benefit. So you guys know the Hoola bronzers is like these staple bronzers for the girls that reach different shade ranges, but it was not hitting the market for your deeper complexion. So they came out with the Hoola Toasted. And it is very neutral, but she's deep enough to bronze my girls. She's deep enough to bronze me. She's deep enough to give me the, you know, what I need to be doing. which is looking like I've been rolling on the beach, drinking Mai Tais and pina coladas in the sunset. Miss Hoola does that. Hoola Toasted does that. Now they just came out with a new one, which is the Hoola Glow. We're going to try this out on camera. This is what she's giving. She's giving casket ready. She's looking a little light. But I'm going to swatch her. And I'm going to see what she's giving. She's giving me a highlighter for my complexion. She's giving me a bronzy highlighter. Alright, and the last bronzer I definitely want to show some love and touch on is from Makeup Forever. Now these are an OG bronzer. You can't even get these bronzers anymore because they're so good, but they're so OG. And that is the Pro Sculpting Bronzer Duo in shade number 2. Now, Miss Bronzer up here, she don't work for me. She don't work for me. That's like my complexion. But this highlighter, and the reason why I mention it because it is a bronzer. But this highlighter, you can't come for this. Baby, that's everything. What I like to do is I like to give it an overall mixture of the two to give me that kind of bronze situation. I have a little bit of bronzer on now, but I want to add more on because I want to show you guys what this bronzer do. Y'all see that highlight? I could literally put this everywhere. And that's on what? That's on Period. Alright, so this pretty much completes this video. I did say I wanted to declutter some of the bronzers, and I technically really didn't, but I am going to move some of the bronzers out of my personal collection and put them into my kit collection. I'm also going to take some of the bronzers, or take a bronzer and put it in a donation pile. But nevertheless, I am dwindling down my bronzers to my collection that I'm going to keep 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 bronzers out of 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Out of 22 bronzers. And I think that's a good thing, is to get rid of things that you're no longer using, move them around, shift them around, donate them, get rid of them. But nevertheless, never just sit there and hoard makeup. If you do decide to hoard makeup, that's your prerogative, but I have to get out of the habit of hoarding makeup. I have all of these drawers back here. It's 4 of them full of makeup. I got makeup over here, I got makeup there, I got makeup over there. I have to declutter. So if you guys want to see a declutter video, let me know in the comment section down below. I don't mind filming a declutter video for you guys. This is just a little sneak preview of me decluttering. I have to do foundations, and I got 2 drawers and a half full of foundations. And you guys know I do foundation hunts on this channel, so if you want to see me declutter that next, or any other type of products, eyeshadows, I gotta get rid of eyeshadow palettes too. Well, let me know in the comment section down below so you guys can kind of see a collective haul of my collection and what I am getting rid of before 2021 ends. So this stuff got to go. This stuff got to go. It got to go. So let me know in the comment section down below what you guys want to see. I'm going to go ahead and hop off of here. Again, thank you so much for Andrea Renee inspiring me to do this video. I want to give her shout out. Guys, go check her out. She's amazing. I'm going to go ahead and jump off of this video and eat some sloppy joes and get ready for the rest of my night because I'm going out. You're probably going to see this tutorial makeup video on my channel. If not, it's coming up next. If so, I pasted in the eye already for you guys to check it out. So that's that. I'm gonna go ahead and hop off this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace. Bye. I'm childish.
I like it. That can only mean one thing. Ever since I left the city.